Hi, I'm Echo, and I recently made a decision that might change my life. I'm switching to coding. To be honest, I've tried so many jobs since I graduated, but I've never thought about to code because in my country there aren't a lot of female would choose to code, and this is not the job for a liberal art major. I am the liberal art major. I am bad at math, and all I can think about is code equal to math. But then I met a girlfriend who is in the IT and told me that's not true. Now at 28 years old, I realized that I really enjoy coding. Is it too late to learn how to code, to learn program? Actually, I don't know, but I'm going to do that anyway. So I've given myself 4 months to give this a serious shot. And my ultimate goal is to land a remote job in 6 months. Also, that's why I'm speaking English in this video. English is not my first language. Actually, it's a little bit hard for me to speak full English, and I know I might make a lot of mistakes. I want to practice my English and help me to find my dream job. Alright, this is my first week. Why am I learning to code? This is the first question that you need to ask yourself when you also want to learn code. Every journey starts with a trigger. Last month, I had to leave my stable job in Dalian due to family reasons. I moved back home and I no longer had a 9 to 6 job. I suddenly had a lot of free time. At first, I felt lost. I had no idea what career can give me more freedom. To be honest, my main reasons for learning to code are remote work, flexibility, and financial stability. Then one day at the airport while I'm waiting for my flight, I watched a video about how women can transition into tech. I thought this sounds interesting. So I read the guides, and that's when I realized coding wasn't as scary as I had imagined. In fact, after I've tried, I actually really enjoyed it. Writing code feels like building with Lego, layer by layer, piece by piece. If you want to design a beautiful web page, you can let your imagination run wild and turn a blank page into something unique. Also, let's be real. As a normal person, especially as a liberal arts major, it's really hard to find a well-paying job without specialized skill. And if I want to become a digital nomad, I definitely need something solid to rely on. So I thought, why not give coding a try and see if I can change my life. Next, how did I get started? I know a lot of beginners get stuck at where do I start? Because I was one of them. Here's what I did. Pick a learning path. Before choosing, you need to understand the different fields in programming. Front-end, back-end, full stack. Each requires different languages like JavaScript, Java, Python. After doing some research, I chose front-end development because it's visual and I can build a project quickly. And most importantly, it doesn't require much math. Next, find learning resources. I'm using FreeCodeCamp, which is great for beginners. And if you also plan to apply a remote job abroad, I highly recommend learning in English. Getting used to a full English environment early on will help a lot. Then, set up a study plan. Right now, I studied 8 hours a day, 4 hours in the morning and 4 hours in the afternoon. If you are also struggling to create a study plan, feel free to use mine as a reference, or you can ask AI to help you plan. And I will also sharing some tips on how to stay focused for long hours in future videos. So stay tuned. Then I want to share with you my first week learning experience. To be honest, the first week was intense. CSS looks simple, but when you start coding, why on earth is my layout always messed up? But I found a lifesaver, AI. For example, when my code doesn't work and I don't know what's wrong with it, I will ask AI to help me check my code. AI has been a game changer for beginners like me. I don't have any tech background and I know nothing about tech and coding. And if I want to learn coding in full English, which isn't my first language, there are a lot of words that I don't know what the meaning is. So I will ask AI to explain it to me very clearly. That's why I really believe now is the best time to learn programming. AI has made learning so much more efficient. But here is a warning about using AI. Do not just copy and paste the answer from AI. Yes, AI makes things easier, but it's still very important to learn the fundamental. If you let the AI do all the work for you, you won't actually learn anything. Use AI as a learning tool, not as a replacement for learning. And that's my first week. It was frustrating at times, but also rewarding. And now I completed the responsive web design and earned a certification from FreeCodeCamp. There are so many people online sharing their skills and experiences. I have to say I'm just an ordinary person living in a quite traditional environment. Look at me. I am 28. I live at home. I don't have much saving. I don't have a full-time job. I am single, and the only way I support myself is by teaching English part-time. Plus, I constantly get pressured to get married because everyone around me is settled down, buying houses or starting a family and have a stable job. You know what I'm talking about. But I am still choosing to bet on myself. To be honest, if I can do it, so can you. So if you are curious whether I will actually succeed in landing a remote job abroad, feel free to subscribe and I will sharing my progress in the next video. See you in the next one. See you in the see you in the next one. See you in the next. Okay, see you in the next one. See you in the next. Okay, see you in the next one.